and welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today on a very special episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem. I can't. I can't, but as many of you who watched the last segment can tell, this is going to be a bit of a downer episode, because last segment we met up and finally saved Elbert. Although saved might be a bit of a that might be better than an exaggeration. He may have died. He died. Yeah, he died. And Elbert held his father's corpse as he died. Yeah. So things are not looking great. Elbert's pretty down, understandably. I don't blame him if my father died and I had to watch him die. Meanwhile, as I was nearly killed by a gigantic dragon, I would not be in the best of spirits. So, really, this is going to be a chapter all about recuperation and finding some new resolve, as it were. Oh, man. Yeah. Doesn't help that we still have the threat of the Black Fang to worry about, so it's not like this is all, it's not like we're done yet. We still got shit to do. Yeah, so I mean, as far as these twins go, we did get the revelation that they have the ability to unlock Dragon's Gate, which is pretty gosh darn crazy. We haven't really gotten too much more information about that. I'm not sure this would be the right time to prod for that. So I'll let these two questionably designed characters go for now. Oh yeah, Nils hasn't met Hector yet. Get used to it. Hector's gonna be calling the shots for a little bit here. He acts me in person. He's down. You remember this one who doesn't talk much anymore now that his dad's dead. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, this is, I guess it's not bad to talk about his father posthumously, but you gotta imagine, you could probably use a little bit of a break from hearing about his dead dad. Maybe that's just me. Let's take a leave without drinking. Go do some karaoke. Have him sing some songs. Have him dance with somebody who loves him. I don't know. That's just my take. Maybe I'm not the supportive friend Elliot needs. I'd like to think I'd be, but whatever. Yeah, so, yeah, Dragon's Gate is where shit went down. We should have prepared, but hey. Yeah, no fucking shit. I don't know how many times I was trying to tell you that, but okay. Yeah, anyway. All this could have been avoided if you listened to me, but whatever. So, Ninian is basically like a walking, hand grenade for dragons? Like, what's the deal? Come on now. Yes. Yes, but he can't do shit about it. Quintessence? Isn't that the type of shit that they recalled back in Walmart? Power. Energy. So does that... Wait a minute. Hold your horses. Are we getting into some gross life energy shit here? Well... I guess that kind of was obvious in retrospect, wasn't it? But, yeah. So, Nurgle's harvesting human lives and energy to try and open a door that houses a bunch of dragons. And he specifically wants these dragons to come out of Dragon's Gate, so that way they can haunt all of humanity for the next few millennia. Alright, he's got a solid plan, I gotta give it to him. I mean... Fuck it, dude got goals. I can't say I've got better plans in my life right now. Fuck it. I'm 22. I'm not doing shit. He's got like a perfectly set, like, okay, mid goal, how to reach it, you know, what his exact expenditures, you know, fuck it. I applaud you, Nurgle. You know, good for you. Good for you. Is it because no one wants to be friends with Nurgle? I just spent all my time fucking complimenting him sarcastically. Of course no one wants to be fucking friends with that freak face. So he's trying to start a war to try and harvest human energy. Jesus. I'm gonna go back to sarcastically complimenting him. That's a solid plan. That is some Kingdom Hearts level planning right there. Oh jeez. That's a little dour. Ooh. Now they're hitting us with the sad Hollywood sprite / portrait. I always call it sprite, I don't know why. Yeah, look at that portrait. Look at how down that is. That's oof. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's to be expected. Did he tell you that he was getting speed level ups? Because if he was lying. Did he tell you that he was the best lord out of these three? Because if he did, he was lying. Elbert was just blowing smoke up your ass, Nels. Excuse me. I hate having to clear my throat on mic. In fact, I might edit that out. In fact, now that I've said that, I am morally obligated to edit that out. Excuse me. I'm not editing that though. Why? Because I enjoy torturing my fans. Fans with like the most liberal interpretation of the word fan. Fan with like a slant and italics and then written in giant font with very ill-fittingly small quotation marks to the side of it. Fans. Sure, son, it's your wife. Yeah, that's pretty much all he had going for him. Poor dude was caught in a political intrigue, so he couldn't have settled his nation. Oh yeah, I love my fucking citizens. They're so nice and obedient and not going to start a war. Oof. Maybe we should get away from this wuss. See, Hollywood starts crying and everyone just kind of bails. And then Ninian comes to comfort Hollywood. Because typically what you need from... like psychologically, I've read, it helps if, like, so let's say your parent dies because of someone accidentally. I've heard it's actually very fulfilling and comforting to have that person tell you that they're sorry that they killed your father. So I think Ninian's onto something here. So her coloring's never good. She's fucking as pale as a tissue. Come on now. I don't know. It's kind of weird comparing your father to, or his father to his behavior, because I mean it's meant to be sweet, but come on now, Hollywood. Don't lay it on too thick. You know, hear me out on this one. She kinda is. Ah, whatever, fuck it. We'll let her go. That's Elbert for you. Mr. Forgiveness. Uh-oh. Is she having one of her epileptic seizures again? Yeah, looks like it. And guess what? It's a Fog of War chapter. Just in case you guys missed one of those, it's been only like, what, 2 chapters? It's actually been, I guess depending on how you're using the words, it's been 2 chapters of non-Fog of War, so now we have Fog of War. So, previous wound, I don't know. I mean, unless he slit his throat, dude, I'm not holding my breath. This is a JRPG. This is not the whole chapter yet. His body does not age. Okay. I mean, did you see the same person I saw? Because that's not a fucking... Trust me, he is not Madonna. Let's put it that way. I'm not seeing some ageless beauty there. It's a chapter. It's enemies. You gotta fight them. Yeah, whatever. Whoops, JK. Okay. I don't think the villagers are gonna be too threatened here. I think they're probably just gonna stay inside their houses and not be threatened. Yeah, no, shouldn't she not be playable until the very last chapter of the game? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so now after... This is still a surprising amount of dialogue, but after all that, we are now going to be going to the preparation screen. Fuck it, before I even do anything with editing, let's just start the Hannah first, because I know I'm going to eventually need to do this. Why? Why? What's so fucking different about this place? We're only in Baydon. We're not like in... Hannah, you're repeating your lines. No, fuck you, Hannah. Get out of here. Goodbye. Anyway, I will see you guys in a second while we get ready for preparing. So I will see you in a quick second. Alrighty, let us get started with this chapter. Fortunately, we will be breaking it up into 2 segments, but that's just how things are going to be probably for the rest of the Let's Play at this point. So, yeah, that's how it's going to be. Fortunately, this chapter itself is pretty doggone straightforward. Yeah, where are you going? That's the question. God damn it, I need to stop clearing my throat. I'm going to edit out that too, just for you guys. Anyway, so, this chapter itself is pretty doggone straightforward. It's not really, like, even though there's fog of war, there's not really too much that can catch you by surprise, as long as you're aware of the fact that there's ballistas on these maps, which a fog of war can't conceal. But I mean, granted, it'll conceal if it won't show you if someone's actually in the ballista, but as long as you just always assume someone can attack with the ballista and act accordingly, so just never move Florina in range of them, keep your healers out of there, etc., then you'll be pretty much fine. The boss himself is very forgettable, and also not too difficult because if I recall correctly, he is a warrior, and as nice as Dorcas is, not too intimidating. Don't mind the Wonder Twins cutscene here. Yeah, so one unit we do get in this chapter is none other than Ninian. So yes, Ninian is going to be a new unit. If you liked Nils, you'll love Ninian because she's literally the same unit, except for now you are going to be able to support with her. So, man, it makes us always use this. That's annoying. This is kind of a waste. This is... Ooh. Yeah, so Ninian buffs units as well as she can let them attack twice in one turn or do anything twice. Yeah, so she's better than Nils. She does have support options as well. Granted, they're very few and far between. If I recall correctly, they're Elliewood, Florina, and a unit we haven't met yet. So, I mean, well, that's not awful. You're kind of given only so many options for her, so all said and done, you should just be using her every chapter just because she's convenient. Biggest problem will be keeping her alive because she is a big giant fuck me sign on this game's AI, so don't worry, I understand that you're useless. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, anyway, that's Ninian. She starts out with some decent base stats. If I recall correctly, though, she's going to have the same exact stats as Nils. So, I kind of just contradicted myself there, but don't worry. Don't pay attention to that. So, yeah, and then remember Nini's Grace, because I sure don't. So, back all the way in Chapter 7, when we went to get Nini's Grace, that was this. So this increases allies' defenses for a turn. Not that useful, to be honest. You know, if you can be dancing with Linian, you can be doing anything where you can make another unit move. So there's really no point to doing that, in my opinion, especially when that means you're probably keeping her near the front lines if you have to build up someone's defense. But I digress. Anyway, first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be buying some Iron Lances with Florian because I'm out of them right now and I desperately want them. Buy Iron Axe and then Iron Sword for good measure. Probably a Javelin or two. That's what I get for having so many Lance users. Okay, so then we're going to go back here and then let's show off the beauty that is visiting homes. Just kidding, we're actually going to show off Linian first, but first we're going to go to this house. If I recall correctly, it's, no, it's not a light room, I lied. I think the other house is a light room. Yeah, Restore Staff. Restore is very convenient and for only one reason. Without getting too much into it, there's only one status in the game that's really going to be a game breaker as far as if you're unprepared for it. We're not going to be seeing it for a very long time, but God knows, when we run into it, you'll know. Yes, just for that alone, Restore Staves are very, very important to keep, but I would not be using them on frivolous statuses like Poison or Sleep. Like, those go away eventually, and they're not worth it. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. If I were you, I would hold on to those Restore Staves for endgame. So keep that in mind. From here, we're going to be going over here, because I know there's an enemy that spawns over here, if he's not already there, I mean. Badon's under attack, oh my god, blah blah blah, Badon under attack, I can't believe it, with pirates, whoa, oh my god. There we go. So there's the light rune. Light rune is going to be... I don't know if I ever actually explained what the light rune does, to be honest, but if I haven't, then the light rune is basically just, if you set it anywhere in front of a character, it'll stop someone from approaching. Rather than the mine, which will just damage someone, this will just stop them from being able to enter that area. I don't recall if it expires ever. I imagine it probably has to, just because otherwise you could probably screw yourself over. But I almost never. Actually, no. Let me amend that. I never use it. So I think it's just better in this case to slap a unit like Marcus or Oswin there, and you have a permanent light rune. So I don't need Fire or Thunder, but I want to buy a Thunder Tome. I want to buy a Thunder Tome. I want to buy a Thunder Tome just because Urk's now getting to the point where you can start offsetting the disadvantages from having Thunder. So, might as well do that. Hector and Elbert are just going to be sitting in the back lines as far as I fucking care, because I do not want them getting experience. Yep, and that's, the thing about this chapter is that most of your offensive enemies are going to be monks. Monks, as in the least durable unit in the entire game that can be an offensive unit, so this chapter's not going to be too difficult. As far as that's concerned, you also run into enemies with poison weapons. We ran into them a few times before, but this will be the first time they start showing up a lot more consistently. So that'll be something to keep in mind. Yeah, I guess I'll do. Let's move on. I was at the baseline game return. Music. Yeah. Monks are pretty unthreatening. There's a reason why you'll almost never run into them in the main game. They just can't really do much. Like, look at this. None of them have been able to do any damage. I mean, granted, it's normal mode, so it's like, whatever. I'm bullying a 3-year-old as a 22-year-old or whatever. Yeah. Even with having some resistance on your side, you cannot stand up until Urkus. I'm sorry. And Urkus like suddenly is trying to earn my affection and admiration. And it's working. Let's do this. I want Ken to get S Lances eventually, so I'd prefer it if nothing else. Because I'm not getting him S Axes and I'm not getting him S Swords. So. And another enemy dies to the Blade of Florina. By Blade I mean Lance, but shut up, whatever. far as what Minnie can be doing, I know what she'll do. I know what she'll do. She's gonna have some fun. Torch, don't need it, and then we're gonna be doing this. Watch this game. We're gonna be dancing with Nini and do that funky dance, white boy. And then, oh, ba-boom. Babar. Okay, really fine, whatever. Oh, Oswin, you are truly the most difficult of my children to train. Okay, let's see. With this turn, I don't know how much longer I want this segment to go on because I know I'm not beating this chapter tonight. Nice, I love it when you crit. Yeah, that's the Warriors crit animation. It's probably one of my favorites just because it's so nonsensical. It's awesome. Yeah, have we run into... You know, it just occurred to me, is this the first Wyvern unit we've run into in the playthrough? I feel like it might be. I'm honestly trying to remember. I don't think we ran into any other Wyvern units before. Well, whatever. If we have, forgive me, but I'm going to introduce them. So Wyvern units, they're going to be the last major unit type that we run into in this game. And that said, Wyverns are really fucking cool. If not for the obvious fact that you're a Dragon Rider with a lance, they're going to have a lot of defense. Similar to Pegasus Knights, they are going to be weak to bows. It's going to be less of an issue for them because they'll have more defense. So feasibly speaking, they'll be able to like muscle it out more. So like you can run into a situation where like if you've got a good Wyvern Knight, they can just have so much defense that bows will do like average at best damage or even no damage. So yeah. Thing to keep in mind is that they're going to be sort of like the axe fighters in the sense that they're going to focus mostly on strength, and then their skill and speed are probably going to suffer. Like as you can tell, this is like a fairly average unit for Dragon Riders. So, with that in mind, we will be running into our own Wyvern unit eventually. In fact, maybe next chapter, who knows? I don't fucking know. Yeah, and with that in mind, we'll be looking into some other ones as well. You know, I'll be pointing out some neat things about them. I think Wyvern Riders in general tend to be my favorite characters in every Fire Emblem game, just because they have this recurring theme of having the most interesting stories, but I'll get into that later on in this playthrough. For now, let's visit a few houses. Does Ken look like a mercenary to you? Ken looks too fucking prim and proper to be a mercenary. Ken looks like he would want to be a mercenary and then you get offended when you call him Sellsword. Well, that was kind of useless, but okay. Let's have Ken move here. Any houses to visit? I don't think there's another enemy up here. If there is, and I'll be darned. But let's visit this house first. Okay. Right. That's you know, there's people out there who are trying to kill us. I hope you realize that. Yeah, knock knock. Okay, dude, I'm gonna leave now. Thanks for the free beer and shit. But, oh god damn it! That's the thing about Fog of War. You always run into mistakes. Well, I think I'll probably just do a few more movements and then I'll call it a chapter. So Oswin is just gonna have to be, in this case, like my fucking... He's gonna have to be babied by Minion, which kind of sucks. I want to kill this Wyvern Knight just so that way he doesn't reach, what's his name? Minion. Anyway, I gave Dorcas an iron bow off screen just because fuck it. There's no reason not to give him one and... Yeah, that's using an iron bow for Dorcas. I know it's thrilling, but please try to keep yourself calm. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm going to call it a segment here. So I will see you guys next time for when we continue storming down the alleyways of Badon, trying to survive this onslaught. Who is Oleg and what is he planning to do to us? Well, if I have my way, we're going to kill him before we find out. So I will see you guys then. Bye.